Many independent artists believe you have to be great at 1,000 different things to succeed, but really it's only 3. Yes, it can feel like you have to master video editing and content creation and writing and email and on and on and on, but that's really not the case. Most of the opportunities we're looking for can be found downstream of nailing just a handful of critical things. So the first high-value skill to learn as an independent artist is how to build a brand. Your brand is your world, the place that your fans can find you, and it is what they think of when they think about you. It houses your music, your videos, your photos, your writing, and your listeners all in one place interacting with one another. And on top of that, a strong brand is really kind of a form of guidelines. It's like rules you set for yourself. By creating a brand as a foundation, you replace hundreds of decisions with just one. Now, yes, your profile picture and your bio and your colors and your social profiles and things like that, all this stuff is important, yeah, but it's not your brand. Those are pieces of your brand, but they're not your brand as a whole. Your brand as a whole is something much more. Much as a game designer or an author will construct an alternate reality to tell a compelling story, so too can we as artists create a brand that kind of houses our story and our art that we make. It's a world that you pull people into so that they can enjoy the feeling that is attached to what it is you're doing. And the same way an author or a game developer will evolve that place, that reality, that world they've built over time to tell different versions or tell the story from different angles or add pieces into the story. Our brand can evolve as well. It's why artists will change and improve and grow over time from album to album. No two albums are identical, right? Artists go on journeys. It's a constant lifelong pursuit of uncovering the things that bring us joy creatively. We go on those pursuits and then our brand evolves along with that and tells different stories and communicates different emotions. I mean, for context, think about how music is consumed these days. People are making playlists that are centered around specific emotions and activities like running or working out or gaming. And there are even artists that are devoted to making music for sleep and meditation and different shared activities. And these activities are kind of the essence of an artist's brand. So if I've piqued your interest here and you're like, okay, Tom, I need to build a brand. I want to build a brand. What do I do? Then I would suggest starting with this question. What do I want my listeners to feel? And then construct a world around that answer. A well-constructed brand is an extension of you, the artist, and your music, the art that you create. And it's a place that houses like-minded people, your audience, in a format that they can engage with your art and with one another and experience those emotions, those activities, and those dreams that only you and your art can provide. Okay, the second skill to master as an independent artist is becoming prolific. Look, the greatest artists on the planet create a ton of music. This has always been the case. It's not just because of streaming. Good musicians have always made a ton of music. It just used to be that they didn't put it all out. And even now, most musicians aren't putting out all of the music that they create. People are just putting out, I would say, a higher percentage of the music that they create these days because it's so easy. But still, there's a ton of music that's left on the table. Look, in my career, I have played with some very, very successful people. I have shared the stage with even more successful people, very prolific, high-performing musicians. I know people who have sold tens of millions of records, and they still show up and write new music every single day. This is what it means to be an artist. We got into this game because we love making music. Making music is the goal, and it's also the reward. I mean, if you don't find fulfillment and happiness from creating music as a musician or as an artist, then I would question whether or not this is the career path for you. Because we do well at making music, the hope is that we will earn more freedom to make more music because that's the thing that brings us more joy. So if the whole goal is to make more music, then we should be making as much music as we can because it's what we want to do. One of the most recurring questions that I've gotten over the years on social media and on YouTube especially is how frequently or how often should I release new music? And I have given multiple answers to this question, but really the crux of it is this. For me, in my experience, I just know that the more music I create and the more music I release, the happier I am. And my guess is you're probably the same. And what's more is the more music I create and the more music I release, the better I get at creating music and the better I get at understanding how to release music effectively. And my guess is the same is probably the case for you. So my answer to that question, how frequently should I release new music, is make as much music as you can and release as much music as you can as long as it's fulfilling you and making you happy. If you want to release 50 songs in 2025, then go do that. Make as much as you can and put out as much as you can if that's your goal. If you want to release one song next year, that's fine too. If that is fulfilling enough for you and makes you happy enough, then do that. If you want to find a balance between extreme and extreme, then do something different. Create as much as you want, release as much as you want, but try to create more than you release and try to create as much as you can, because this is how we get better at what we do. And again, this is the reward for actually doing the thing. This is one of the few areas in life where the better you do at the thing, the more of the thing you get to do, because that's the whole point of it. So create a ton, release a ton, become prolific. And the third and final fundamental skill to learn as an independent artist, you've got to learn how to share your work. No one will listen to your music if they do not know you exist. I say this in different ways all the time. I repeat myself all the time on this point. You have to tell people about your music, and this means marketing. Now, yes, there are plenty of artists out there who probably just want to make music and they don't care if anybody listens. They're just making it for them. They might not even put it out. That's fine. This video is probably not for you, I'll be honest. But if you're anything like me, you want to create what you love and then you want to share it with people. And it feels a little bit better to show somebody what it is you've been cooking up. Now, it is very difficult to find time to do all of the things. I mean, that's what this video is about, right? Musicians, we feel like we have to do everything and we have to master everything. You don't have to master everything, but you do have to master how to spread the word about your music. This is one of the main reasons I'm such a huge proponent of running ads to promote music. Look, ads are the best way to automate your output so you can spend less of your time trying to go viral on social media and more of your time actually making music, which is what you want to be doing in the first place. Ads are also why it is so important to build an effective brand for your music to live inside of. It's like a big bucket. If you can run an effective ad campaign and automate your marketing, you are automatically going to pull people into that bucket on autopilot, and a good brand and good music and a good fan and listener experience, a good community will keep people in this bucket. You add to it over time, your network grows. And so you get to spend more of your time making music and less time worrying about all the other stuff. And this pie just kind of builds itself over time. So look, if you can get good at marketing, you will extend your reach and you will grow your network, and you will be met with opportunities that you might not previously have had access to, both building a fan base and increasing your networking and business connections. If you can become prolific and increase your output, you will produce better music. You'll have a more broad volume of work and more things for your fans and potential relationships to see, and you will become better at your craft. And if you can build an effective brand, not only will you have a place for your audience to hang out and understand more about the message that you're trying to communicate, but you will also exude an air of professionalism that will speak very loudly to anybody who might come knocking at your door for any other opportunities that you might have on your radar. Like if you want to build a profitable business, expand your already profitable business, get a record deal, go on tour, get on a bill, whatever. If you want to access an artist collab that you didn't think you could ever get, all of that comes downstream of these things. Okay, so that's it for this video. I hope this has been helpful for you. If it has been, then drop us a comment or give us a thumbs up and let me know. I'd love to hear from you. If you want to learn more about these types of things and you want to go deeper on your marketing and branding and just artistic business building journey, then you can read every issue of my newsletter for free at my website. Every Tuesday, I send out one thing that I'm either thinking about or testing to help you succeed as an independent artist. So if you do want to read that, or if you want to drop in your email and subscribe, I'll leave a link to do that in the description of this video. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.